Hi, my warriors. Today is Friday, and it's time for our Facebook Live. This week, I wanted to discuss willing. I am willing. I am willing to change, or I'm not willing to change. Being willing can be, and is, in my opinion, our biggest tool to help us overcome and live past the trauma that we've experienced. Change happens, and it happens all the time. Whether I consent to it, whether I am a participant in it, whether or not I am conscious of it, change is happening. My being willing or unwilling can affect those changes. And so today I wanted to talk about healing and how it becomes possible once we become willing. Once I looked at where I was and realized that I was in an uncomfortable situation, I had to be willing to change it. Even though it might bring hardships, even though it might be harder than staying where I was, I had to be willing to change it. And no change happens without the will to do it, first of all. Throughout my lifetime, I was exposed to different types of religions, and the one main theme was, we have free will. And for a long time, I did not exactly understand the scope of that, but it truly is a gift. Being able to choose whether or not I am willing to do something or not to do something, it truly is a gift. And once I remembered that, once I was re-exposed to that, I was able to take charge of the changes that were happening, because sometimes we can't control what's happening, especially in our environment, but we can change the way that we react to it by our willingness or unwillingness. For an example, I have spoken lately about my weight loss and my struggle with it, and I am doing better just simply because I'm willing to make the changes that are necessary to facilitate that. If I am out somewhere and triggered by something, I need to be willing to make a change in order to control that trigger. Or I can be unwilling, and it can get worse. So truly, the key is whether or not you're willing. So if you're struggling today, then I challenge you to look at your willingness. Are you willing to make changes that may seem painful in the beginning in order to get the end that you're looking for? Or are you unwilling? When we're unwilling, sometimes it will make the situation more difficult. And just looking at the sentence, am I willing, can change everything. So that's your challenge today. That's your challenge this weekend. What is it that you have been unwilling to look at? And what are you willing to do to change it? Being willing is the first tool that we should reach for when we're trying to control the change that we want to see. And that's your challenge in each and every situation. What am I willing to do? Now, we also have to be prepared, because once we say I am willing, then the universe lines up to test that willingness. I will use the example again of my weight loss. I made the statement, I am willing to do what it takes to change so that I can release this weight. And I've had many, many opportunities to test that willingness since. Every time I drive past fast food, every time it's offered and I have the opportunity to say yes, I have to check in and say, what am I willing to do? So it's not something that we just say one time and it takes over. It's a practice, being willing. But so is being unwilling. Being unwilling is a practice, and something that I have practiced many times through my life. And they brought changes that I didn't necessarily want. And so in order to change that, I had to practice being willing. So look at something that you have been unwilling to change, and look at how you are, or you might be willing to change it. And then, of course, there's always the follow through. We can't just say it and not follow through with it. So that's your challenge this weekend. If you're willing, come on Facebook Live and talk to us about what you have been unwilling to change, but now are willing to change, and how you'll do that. Our healing begins with the simple sentence, I am willing. So warriors, I'm asking you, what are you willing to change today? Have a great weekend. I know that your good awaits you if you're willing to step out and grab it. See you soon.